kitchen, midnight munchies, and more. I am your host, Charisse, and today we are going to make a vegan fruitcake. Stop, wait, hold the phone. This is not that, you know, your grandma's fruitcake you get on Christmas or whatever. That's dry and ugh. No, we're making an actual cake out of fruit. So we're going to use fruit for our cake. It is awesome. It's a super summery cake deal. Me and my fiance's birthdays are both in summer. They're 2 days apart in June this month. What? Let's not talk age anymore. I'm over that, sweetie. So I can't. All right. So I made this for us when we first were vegan and we had a cookout for our birthdays. So I'm going to make it again for you guys. This is super easy, super fresh, super delicious, and we're going to get started. Okay, so I couldn't get the watermelon in the shot the way that I normally do my videos because it's too big. So I'm going to try and do it a little bit of a different way here, so bear with me. I put my apron on so my tatas aren't coming at you in the shot, girl. Okay, so... and because we're dealing with a lot of juice. So, first thing we need to do to make our fruit cake is we need to cut the ends off, both ends. Now, I like to use, I know you would think, oh, just like a fancy chef's knife. I like to use my serrated knife for this because the watermelon is so motherfucking thick and it's so intense that, like, you need a thinner knife, if that makes sense. Like, you don't want one that's, like, too thick for this. So, okay, here's what we're going to do. So, we're going to cut the ends off. Oh, my God. Normally, I'm not even going to play with you guys right now. Normally, I have Greg do this part. So, he's not here. And so, I'm going to show you. And it's probably going to, like, turn out pretty hilarious comparative to how he did it. Because he's a lot stronger than I am. And I feel like I'm not going very straight. That's what she said. Oh, come on. I got like the biggest watermelon. I think last time we got, oh fuck, a lot smaller of a watermelon. Okay. So then, watermelon. All right. Put this bad boy to the side. Then, turn upside down. And now we go and cut this part. Okay, so we have our two ends. We're just going to set them over yonder. Now comes the even more tricky part. Is what we want to do is we want to keep this cylinder how it is, but we want to cut through the watermelon. This is fucking tall, isn't it? But as you can see, our knife is shorter than the watermelon, so I'm actually going to take a little bit more off. I'm going to take more off the bottom because it wasn't very straight. Gotta saw this baby. And then you could just kind of like, turn it as you're cutting through if it's really wide. If it's a wide melon, kind of like me, bitch. Oh, fuck, I'm cracking myself up today. Oh my God, we're already losing juice. We're losing all my juice. Oh, okay. Oh, girl, this bitch is like, it's as big as my head, and I got a big head. Okay. So put that aside. We gonna eat it. We gonna use it. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Take some off the bottom. Eat it. Oh, girl. Okay. Now, we should be okay. So we're gonna go in. We're gonna be careful. But we're gonna cut around. So this is why I like a serrated knife, because it's dangerous. I mean, I guess you should be doing it away from you. Is that what you're supposed to do? I feel like it's harder this way. Ugh. 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 Turn a bitch. Turn a bitch. Safety first. Safety first. Cut it away from you. Oh. Girl, see, this is a man's job. God damn it! I know I'm feminist, and you're like, why would you say that? Because it's not that I can't do it. It's just this time I don't fucking want to do it. Okay. Oh. Oh. All right. So now we should be able to lift this bitch. Ugh. I'm gonna cut it this way. Yep, there we go. And now we can kind of reveal. Oh, girl, save that. All right, so let's see. So if it's kind of like not very even and not very pretty, Now you can kind of trim it up to make it straighter. Like that. Oh! I probably should have done it this way. Alright, let me get these seeds out of the way. That should be fairly straight. I mean, this is a good start to our cake, you guys. Check me out. Next thing we do is we put it on a dish. So now preferably, let me show you, preferably one with a little lip. That way if it starts like juicing, like if you make this the day before, something like that, and you put it in the fridge, if it starts juicing out, then it'll kind of catch that. So try not to do one that's just flat across. If so, you could put this on like a big platter with a little lip and sit that on top. Okay, so now I put this smaller end on the bottom, like it's wider on top and smaller on the bottom. I did that for a reason, because we're gonna put some balls, because you know I like balls. We're gonna put some balls of melon from what we have left over around the edge to make it like all pretty. So you just kind of go in with your melon ball, or you get yourself a little ball, and then you, whoa, oh fuck. Okay, well, you just leave that one for later. You go in and you get yourself a little ball, and then you just kind of sit it on the side like, oh, I'm a little ball of melon and I'm so cute. And you go in, you get yourself another ball, you stick it on the side, and you're like, oh, I'm a little ball of melon, I'm so cute. And you go in there and you get yourself another ball and you stick it on the side. And you just do this till you go all the way around. If I already have my melon baller out, I go ahead and just ball the rest of the watermelon, or slice it if you don't have a melon ball, or you prefer to just slice it. And I put that in a separate bowl. So like when people come over or whatever, if the cake isn't enough, it's kind of just a centerpiece. You can have like a little bowl of watermelon on the side that people can munch on before or after you get into the birthday cake. When decorating our fruitcake, really, it's whatever you want to do. Whatever colors, whatever fruit, whatever you like. I had some of these left over from orders this week, actually. So I got some strawberries and blueberries and raspberries left over. And then we're going to add some kiwis, too, because I really like that contrast of that green color. And who doesn't fucking love a kiwi? But I want slices of kiwi, and that's really tricky. And I was watching YouTube videos, and I could never master the kiwi. So I'm going to try right now, and I'm going to try and show you guys. So first what we have to do is we have to cut both ends off. So I'm going to do that. Now this is supposed to be so easy. I'm really nervous. So what we want to do is we want to take our spoon and we want to stick it in between the fruit and the skin. So like right under the skin. I feel like the guy like held it kind of to like help guide it. And then you want to go like all the way. Yeah, I can kind of feel it. That's actually good if you hold it. Like that. Okay, so we got our spoon all the way in. And then we're going to guide it around. See if I can show this to you guys. We're just going to guide it around our kiwi. Yeah, I think holding it actually helps a lot because you can kind of feel the spoon. And then we should be able to just pop our kiwi out. Oh, girl. What? This actually worked really well. All right, so I need a little bit of practice because there's still a little bit on the end. But for the most part, like, that actually worked really well. Okay, so life hack, thank you, Guy, Chef Guy on the internet. And now I can't get this piece off. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so then we're just gonna cut it in slices. Okay, so here's what I wanted to do with mine, because this is what I did last time, and I actually really liked it. Once I had these watermelon balls, is then I kind of use my kiwi, because it's like kind of sticks a little bit. Fruit. Because it's nice and thin, and you can kind of, and like they're both wet, so you can like kind of stick it on there, and then it kind of stays up a little bit because we have gravity from our watermelon balls. Now, if you want to put something on there and it's like not sticking, you can always use toothpicks. The only reason I don't like to do that, and I like to use like gravity and stuff like that when I'm decorating mine, is simply because like, I mean, really when you go to cut it, you don't want to like pick out toothpicks and stuff. like I had, let me do this other kiwi. I have this for one of my friends had come over and he had brought his kids with him when he came. And so when it came time for cake, it was really funny because his one kid, I think, was like, I don't know, like 3 years old or something like that. Maybe he was 4, I'm not sure. But he was like getting down. Like, I feel like they don't eat a whole lot of fruit or vegetables or anything. And he was like getting down. He was like, can I have more cake? And I was like laughing hysterically because I was like, does he think this is like real cake? Because that's awesome that he's getting down on all of this fruit right now. So, okay. So you don't want to take it out because like little kids, you know, they're not going to be like, they might like accidentally eat the toothpick. And then you have like a dead baby on your hands and like, that's not okay. All right, see, I still got a little piece on there. But for the most part, you guys, like, that's pretty cool. Like, I'm so happy with how that turned out. All right, so I'm going to cut it in slices again and go around the rest of the side. And again, you guys, you can do anything with this. Like, decorate it to your heart's desire. You can do pineapple. I did mango. Mango was a nice color contrast. I really liked that. Let's see. We're going to put these guys around. Oh, this one got messed up. I guess I have to eat it. Girl. Okay, so I really wanted to put blueberries around the top, but I didn't want to do the toothpicks, right? So what I did, here, let me move this a little bit closer, was I took this knife, and it's not even, like, very straight, but I did, like, a little, like, just a little light divot all the way around, and then that way when our blueberries sit there, they won't move, they won't fall off. They ain't gonna be perfect, but they ain't gonna fall off. So we're just gonna put these babies all the way around. So now we have our little decorations going on, and I want to add some strawberries on there. Now, when I was talking to Greg yesterday, I actually realized he didn't know how to do this, and I thought it was a pretty easy fruit cutting trick, so I'm going to show you guys. It works better with bigger strawberries, but these are a little bit smaller because normally if they're not genetically modified, they ain't going to be too big. So, so I have a little bit smaller of strawberries, but I tried to find the biggest one, and I'm going to show you. So you're going to take your strawberry and you're going to cut slits. You're going to cut slits, but you're not going to cut all the way through. So you're going to cut all the way down, but you're not going to cut through to the stem. So let me see if you guys can see me. I'll do a couple of slits and then I'll show you. Well, I'll just do them all and I'll show you a close-up. Okay. So we cut all the way down, right? Like all the way through, but we didn't cut to the end. So what we can do is we can like, let's see which way looks the best. We can fan it out, right? Because it's still attached to our little thing. So I think it's super cute. I love doing mine like that. But then I also want to do just some like, because you can stick that right on top, like, hello, look at my cake. Okay. And then sometimes I like to just, let me get this one. I like to just cut them in half, keep the green on for the color, but then like you get that inside. Like I think the insides of strawberries are so beautiful. So I'm going to just stick these bad boys on there. Some people I've seen have like layered, like instead of just leaving this completely like watermelon, have covered that in a whipped cream, and like that's cool. But it's hard to do because it's so watery that it's not for me, and then it's like extra calories, and like who needs that? You know what I'm saying? Like we're making a fruit cake for a reason. Here it is in all of its glory, you guys. Look at the top. It's so beautiful. We got our kiwis around, like, I mean, this is awesome. It's kind of heavy. This is an awesome, let me see if I can get it in the shot. There we go. So this is an awesome recipe. I highly recommend doing this. You don't have to cook anything. It's a lot healthier. This is for you raw vegans, what? It's just healthy. I mean, you cut it like a normal cake. You can have extra fruit, the fruit that you didn't use, like on the side in little bowls if you want. It's just a great idea for a birthday cake or any sort of celebration in the summer because it's nice and refreshing, and I like to use the fresh fruit from my local farmer market. Now, you guys, the full written recipe, as per usual, will be linked in my description, midnightmunchiesandmore.com. Please like and subscribe if you like what I have going on. Make sure you hit those notifications so that you get notified when I put up a new video. Again, you have to subscribe to do that first. And I put out videos twice a week, not always on the same day. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I did want to mention that real quick since this video is a little bit later this week, that if you don't know me, I actually suffer from chronic migraines. So it's something that comes up frequently and is why I work from home now. And I want to actually give a happy birthday shout out to my brother. That's one of the reasons I wanted to make this cake today. We're probably not going to be able to get to see him, but I wanted him to know that I love him still and happy birthday. And we're going to celebrate and eat this cake in your honor. And I will catch you guys next time.